good afternoon, good evening. Nikita Mahlich here, the Epiphany guy, and today I'm going to share with you 5 F's of digital marketing by Mindvalley's head of marketing, Alessio Pieroni. And I met Alessio 2 days ago face to face, and he was visiting the 10X Summit here in Kiev, Ukraine. I knew Alessio before, but this meeting was much more professional as he was a speaker and he was sharing a lot of valuable information that I would love to share with you. So, what is Mindvalley? Mindvalley is the biggest personal growth platform nowadays in the entire world. It has got 15 million subscribers, followers on social media, 5 million followers, 5 million students, and 100,000 brand new students every month. The company has got 300 employees with 54 nationalities. Mindvalley's first value is unity. And there are some facts that actually Alessio shared with us about marketers. The first fact is that everybody hates marketing, unfortunately. And the second fact is very funny, that marketers are trusted by the scientific research. Marketers are trusted less than politicians. Can you imagine that? I said that how can you trust less than a politician, right? And here are 5 F's of marketing which Alessio implements in order to overcome the obstacles above. So F number 1 is be fair. And what does it mean to be fair? It means to stand for your values. This June, Mindvalley changed its logo to the LGBT logo, to the LGBT colors. And at the very beginning, a lot of people were against. They were saying such things as, oh, I'm going to leave Mindvalley, or etc. But based on the research and the information that they received at the end, it actually appeared that they got plus 30% to click through rate. Can you imagine? So actually people supported it eventually because they were fair and they stood for their values. F number 2, be friendly. Yeah, it's so powerful. And this story is when they were selling WildFit. It's one of the right now best-selling and most actually influential programs of nutrition in the world nowadays. And one day when they were selling it, they noticed that they had no sales. Really low level, and what they decided to do, they decided to add some social proofs. What I mean is that they made their pages much longer, and at the end of each page they added their recommendations, the experiences of other people who went through those programs. And even though the pages they became like ugly and too long, eventually it led to plus 20% the conversion rate. Can you imagine? Yes, it works. So go to your website and edit. You will see you will get much more sales because people feel neutral. You know, they see themselves in those reviews and they are more likely to buy it. Second thing is from being friendly is reciprocity. It means like giving something for free. And it means like free training or free webinar. And when you give people something for free, which is really valuable, they are more likely to get the whole product which costs money from you because they already tried it, they know what it is. And of course, for a majority of people, it's much easier to start with something free and feel value and then buy it. The second thing, the third F, is become fluent. What I mean is mental interactions. Yes, and Alessio, he was sharing his story how he was working for Apple, and that he had and all employees, they had to adjust the screens of laptops, of Apple's laptops, and it should be like 76 degrees. And he was asking, like, and he asked his boss, like, what is going on, what the fucking they are doing. And the boss told him that everything is very simple. When we have this 76 degrees, the people are more likely to adjust the screen. So when they adjust it, they touch it, and when they touch it, they are more likely to eventually buy it, which is amazing, right? So when you sell something online, just show your customers how they interact with your product. If you sell shoes, show people in your shoes. If you sell food, show how people eat this food. Put the spoon inside, so you show them how they can use your product. F number 4 is stay focused, and this is like spellbinding. It's about being aware of tiny details. Yes, and for example, he says that based on the research, that you have to change the color of your button, of your action button, call to action. Yes, so when they like to buy or watch something, where this button is very important, which will lead customer to the next stage and closer to sales, you should make a contrast. So this button should be the other color from the whole information that you have on your web page. For example, if the information is blue color, for example, you can make your button orange color. The next thing is you can also, it's important to have shadows, movements, and hovers. So implement all additional, like take care of the details, they are important. Also, very important thing is that before Mindvalley used a lot of other tunnels, like a free book, what other free book, free webinars, some additional resources, checklists, tests, and eventually they decided just to go to one tunnel, but they made it super professional. And it took a lot of courage, because they could have lost everything, but by focusing on only one thing, they figured out that it led to plus 50% of their income every year. It's what they receive by this funnel, and this funnel actually leads to all 80% of the whole revenue that they receive. And this funnel is a mere masterclass. And they have changed it. So they had like a usual masterclass, like I'm talking to you right now. They made it like super cool, like in the same space where Lady Gaga has her clips and everything. And they made it so sexy and so psychologically sexy for people, attractive to people. And right now, what they made, if people come to their houses and they have choice between Netflix and Mindvalley, they try to make that the people would choose Mindvalley. And actually, based on my experience, yes, I'm more likely to watch Mindvalley, because it's really beautiful, attractive, and also it's like personal growth. Why not? Yes, it's amazing. And also what they made by this, by focusing, they also created quests. So they went through 150 courses to only 20 quests. And what they made like those quests very beautiful, and they made it super cool for perceiving information. So each quest, it's about like 30 days, and they have like bite-sized information. So every day for 30 days you receive like 15-25 minute videos, and eventually you learn really quickly and fast, because it's not so much, you're not overloaded, and you receive really this juicy and important information. Likewise, you have big support, because you have like your Facebook community which always supports you. And in this Facebook community, you have facilitators and guidance and community and Zoom calls and everything, which actually increases the engagement. And based on the like research, usually only 8% they finish of the whole humanity in the world. Only 8% of people truly finish their online courses. But what Mindvalley did, they made plus 300%. So sometimes they have that 90% or even more people can finish their courses, which is just spellbinding. They have really mind-blowing results. My life has changed completely after Mindvalley class. Yes, after gym week, after hypnotherapy, everything. I studied 12 languages, I travel all over the world, I'm like a life coach and everything. It's like spellbinding what Mindvalley course has actually done to my life and a million people worldwide. So, and the 5F is being first. What it means? It means that you ought to grow every single day. And if you implement a brand new marketing tactic, which at first you test it, and then you see that you implement it. Yes, and you implement it, you see that it works, so it's like this graph, it goes up. And then what's happening? A lot of marketers, other people see that it truly works, they start implementing it, and then it starts going a little bit down. Yes, they implement, and there's this tactic fatigue. Yes, when everybody's using, so it's no longer attractive, and here you should look for the other tactic. And it usually in marketing takes in 1, maximum 2 months. Yes, so you should be really swift in regard to creating and implementing brand new tactics. And what is very important thing, what he says, it's true that you can't 10x your marketing experience if you can't, or your business, if you don't 10x your life. So start with yourself, improve yourself as a human being, and then you will be able to enhance and skyrocket your business. And also, I would love to give you a gift and share with you Alessio's tactics, Alessio's criteria, how he chooses his employees. And he has 3 criteria. The first one is, maybe you can guess, the first one is being humble, second one is hustle, and the third one is being smart. Yeah, that's amazing. And Alessio is truly like, what he does, he has like 42 employees under him, and he's amazingly humble. It's so easy to approach him, and I don't know, I feel like I'm talking to my friend. Yes, but this person is so high. And you know, I was actually blown up by his stories, yes, that he shared on LinkedIn. I will add to this video everything like Alessio's Facebook and LinkedIn. You will be able to follow. It's so precious information. And recently he shared with me he is going actually to be very soon on the stage with Gary Vaynerchuk. And you know how he got it? He just shared his experience with one of entrepreneurs for free on Mindvalley University, and he shares the whole information how to scale up for free. And can you imagine that he just didn't expect anything back? And that entrepreneur, he asked him, maybe there is something I can give you back. And he said, actually, I would love to speak on stages. And right now, that's it. He's about to speak on the stage together with Gary Vaynerchuk, which is just spellbinding and dream of all marketers. And also he says that it's how he hires people. He says that it's he would hire a person he would rather hire a person who has 0 experience and desire to constantly grow than the person who has profound experience but no desire to evolve. I think that it's spellbinding rules that we all should implement in our lives. And I hope that this information has been valuable for you. Which F's have you already implemented and which F's are you going to implement in your life? Let me know in the comments below. It's really precious, it's you just I'm so grateful that you actually, if you're here, you just so much time you invested in your life, marketing your growth. Applause to you. This is truly spellbinding. And just to make your brain work and let us start working your life, not just watching but implementing, write a comment and make it all work in your brain. This is spellbinding thing. So thank you, Milan. Have a spellbinding day and see you soon. Enjoy.